Greetings, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to look at some elements of strategic planning. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the 7th year of the Leadership Japan series. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guide committed to your success. The president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, a best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. My new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, is going to be released shortly. We are broadcasting around the world from Minato-ku in the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of Japan. Now, this podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan, and trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is Asobi ni kitte. Asobi ni kitte. Hey, come over. Come over sometime. Come over to my place sometime. Come over. Asobi ni kitte. Asobi ni kitte. Hey, why don't you come round? Asobi ni kitte. Asobi ni kitte. Hey, why don't you come over to my place? Asobi ni kitte. Asobi ni kitte. Asobi ni kitte. This is episode number 413, and we are talking about strategic planning in these VUCA times. October this year is when we can expect the turnaround to kick off here in Japan. Being the sunny optimist from Australia, that land of vast horizons and sweeping plains, that sounded doable a few months ago. Now, we have a fourth wave. Hospital beds in Osaka are full and no room for new cases as the numbers surge. This is the fourth lockdown, and this current iteration has been almost continuous this year since the start of January. The vaccine rollout is slow and projections are grim. The best case scenario is that we have 3 more lockdowns between now and March 22. The worst case scenario is that we have 4 lockdowns during that period. So, how do you plan anything in such a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world? The basics don't change, however, so let's revisit them. We need to be clear about our purpose, our why. We do this through our vision, mission, and values. This stuff is not outdated. It is the glue we need to meld the team together and help us get through this pandemic. We may need to take a hard look at the content because COVID-19 may be forcing a rethink and a rewrite. Having these statements hanging on a wall in an empty office because everyone is working from home makes them inert. We need to inject them into our daily work. In our case, we go through them with everyone every day at 9 a.m. to start the day off together with a common understanding of what we are doing and why we are doing it. We need to readjust and refine our goals continuously because the situation keeps changing. These are likely to be refinements than major changes by now, given we are nearly 18 months into this pandemic. Any need for major interventions should have taken place already. If that hasn't happened as yet, then today is a good time to start. Once we have adjusted our goals to reflect reality, we need a strategy to make them happen. This is needed to help us better define what things we should be working on. There are many things we could be working on, but which ones will have the most impact? Once we have made our choices between multiple possibilities, we need to start specifying what the activities of the team should be and how we're going to measure them. We also need to have a system for easy monitoring of the key result activities being undertaken and their outcomes. We don't want to bury ourselves in bureaucracy, though, so the right level of touch is needed to keep things on track directionally, rather than micromanaging everything and just annoying our people. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Today's show is being sponsored by May 28th by Communicating with Different Personality Types. On June 4, we're doing Disagree Agreeably. June 9, How to Present Online. June 11, Performance Evaluation. June 15, Managing Stress. June 16, Virtual Selling, first of the sessions 1 to 5. And June 18, Evaluation Systems and Coaching. You can find out more about those programs on our website at enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, as well as my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, we have over 1,000 for you there on Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's a premiere business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays we have Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. The tasks need some performance standards attached to them so that our team members know if they are doing what is needed or not. This is often left out by bosses as they concentrate on the outcomes and don't look at the processes for achieving outcomes. How will the staff know if they are doing what is needed, and especially in a situation where they are working in isolation from everyone? Bosses need to be laser-beam focused on communication at this point. It takes a lot of effort to contact individuals, but this is what is needed in a VUCA work situation. Are the team members clear about what they have to do and why it is important? Are they clear on how their performance is being measured, and are those measures considered realistic by the team members? Any perception that a goal is too much leads directly to people just ignoring it. We may be asking our people to cover off work they don't normally do or engage in projects they have never done before as we pivot as an organization. Have we been clear about how much freedom they have to decide how to do the job? Have we mentally calibrated how much we will tolerate deviations from the expected performance? Often, performance of new tasks see an initial decline because the skills haven't been built yet. If this decline continues, are we aware that is the case? And are we ready for it? Have we made clear to ourselves how much reasonable margin of error we will tolerate? Are the team members aware of it? Expecting perfect work in a time of trouble is focusing on the wrong thing. We want strong engagement with the why, solid commitment to the work to make sure we survive, and the encouragement of as much creativity and flexibility as possible in order to tap into opportunities which may present themselves. None of this is easy, but we need to go back to the basics and work on our planning of our strategy. Putting it off until things improve is missing the point. The strategy is there to make sure things do improve. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Take what you found valuable immediately put into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. Be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.